Welcome, André Niéri. We are in Rome. You've just played with Virgil Donati here. Guitar player, excellent concert.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's start from the beginning, André. How did you first get involved with music? Let's say with music.
Okay. The first time I heard, actually, the first time I watched MTV, I was like 10 years old, and I watched MTV, all the bands of the time, like Nirvana, Metallica, all that stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's it. I want to do that. So that was the first time I felt like really only doing things with music, And then I started playing guitar, and that's it. But it was the first moment I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do for my life.
I've read, in fact, that you liked Iron Maiden, Halloween, Judas Priest,
Yeah.
but then you started to study music, well, jazz, even Brazilian rhythms. How did this blend of music influenced your way of playing and composing? Because you also compose.
Yeah. Well, actually, after that metal age, I went into the more jazzy fusion stuff, because my teacher at that time, he was a jazz guy. So the first class, he just started playing all those jazzy licks, and I was like, oh my God, man, I need to know that. I need to learn those licks. And from that, went to fusion, blues, and Brazilian music and whatnot. So, and I just try to make everything connect. When I compose, I just want to be free, and I like to put all these influences, into just one box, and if if it sounds great, then I'll play it. If it doesn't sound great, I'm not playing.
Who are your musical heroes? Since you're very young, you can tell us those things.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of them. I mean, Virgil is one of them. I started really, when I was really young. One player that I really, I was kind of I really, yeah, I want to be this guy. It was Scott Henderson. And when I first heard him, I was like, yeah, I want to be like this guy. So Scott is one of my major influences, as well as Alan Holdsworth. All the Brazilian guys like Ginga, Marcos Tardelli, Rafael Rabelo, Yamando Costa, Antônio Carlos Jobim, of course. There's a lot of guys that really influenced me. From jazz, fusion, rock, blues, Stevie Ray Vaughan. A lot of guys. It's so hard.
Too many to mention.
It's so hard to pick just one or two.
You are working on your first solo album, and you will release it most probably next year.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Working on it.
I'm working on it. I kind of have all the songs, and I just need to have time to really record it. I think next year is going to be the year.
So
This year, I got this gig with Virgil, and it's just impossible to record any album. So next year is going to be more. It's going to be easier to do that.
how is it, playing with Virgil? And what are you learning from this experience?
Okay, well, I'm learning a lot of things. Actually, every time I play with not only Virgil but all the guys, Anthony and Kisamu, I learn a lot, man. They're amazing musicians, and I learn a lot from them. But I think the timing question, because Virgil, he plays not all the time like inside the rhythm. He likes to go out of the rhythm. So that's one of the other things that I'm really learning from him, is to go outside and not just playing, inside the rhythm, going outside. That's one of the one of the major things that I'm learning from him. Yeah.
Well, thanks for being with us, and hope to see you soon back in Italy.
Thanks, Guitar and Bass. I really enjoyed this interview, and hope to see you on the next show.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.